Hands up, lady! Place it high, high! Place up! Place it high, high! Lady! Place it up! Place it high, high! Lady! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Face up! Lady! Face up! Place it hot, lady! Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go. Place up! Face up! Face up! Place it hot, hot! Green 18! Stop! Place it hot, hot! Lady! Place it hot, hot! Place it hot, hot! Lady! Face up! Face up! Green 18! Here you go, can! Stop! Stop! Face up! Lady! Face up! Place it hot, hot! Lady! Yeah, 5-6, 5-6, 5-6. It's hot! It's up, lady! 368! Place it up! Place it hot, hot! Green 18! Hey! Stop! Place it hot, hot! Lady! Place it hot! Place it hot, hot! Lady! Place it hot! Face up! Lady! Place it up! Face up! Lady! Place up! Place it hot, hot! Lady! Legs up. Legs up. Lead. Legs up.
Okay, Coach, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of New Era Field in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This one taken from the 7.
980! You ain't got nothing! You ain't got nothing!
Check 50, check 50.
Now the first carry for Wendell Smallwood. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Second and 5 now. Allen, man open. That's Robert Foster complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And able to find John Brown. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. So bad mistake there by the kickers. The ball goes out of bounds. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing, Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. Dalton here from the gun. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And maybe starting the campaign for another Offensive Player of the Week award in the AFC.
Yeah, strike up the band, right? They're going to lead him along, and the band being that offensive line, he's locked into the rhythm of what they're doing up front, and he's definitely off to that great start, a 2nd straight week.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Allen going to throw again. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time. Third down here. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently.
And a loose football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. First and 10 for Dalton. That's complete. Bernard. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Another chance for Dalton. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Another chance to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So the sack, and now it's 3rd and long for Dalton and the Bengals. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That time it was the free safety, Kurt Coleman, getting a hand in defensively.
Kurt Coleman very defensively.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. This from 42 yards out. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
52's the mic. Watch the run. No.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that. But they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jordan Evans, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. After the sack on first down, Allen, the throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Hey, you're on the option over there.
80 weapons.
52. Here we go. Hey, Mike 52. I'm coming.
From midfield, here's Allen. John Brown's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
It's just me and you.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Tough sequence there for the offensive line.
Well, it gives us a chance to shine a little spotlight on the defensive linemen, on the defensive tackles. They don't normally get a bunch of praise, but it all starts there, doesn't it? If you're going to have a good run defense, they have to hold the point of attack and make plays as they just did there.
On second and 11 now. Dalton, and that's complete. It's Green here. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. And now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, first and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. He's got a first down past the 30. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
I know you feel that. Shit.
On second down now, Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Gotta like what we're seeing from him so far in this game. This is the 3rd game of the season, and he's already accumulated an AFC Offensive Player of the Week award in this young year.
Yeah, week 2 was his. The announcement came Wednesday that he got that award. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Stand up in. Alert 3. Jim.
They run for it with Mixon. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. The yards keep piling up in this first half. He's over 100 already. Now 2 touchdowns to boot after an amazing run right there.
He's running so well, so hard, making people miss, running with such confidence that I've seen this before. It actually takes the confidence away from the defenders. They approach him a little more tentatively, which means he's going to get even more yards and create even more big plays.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and it's a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
To throw again, Dalton. He gets this one to Boyd. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Andy Dalton now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Hey, watch this, watch
6-6, pull it high. Yeah, 5-6, 5-6, 5-6.
58, right over there.
Hey, echo.
Mike, 58, right there. No!
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. He's got Green. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
All day, baby, all day.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
A carry for Foreman. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Check out 368. Here you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44. Here you go.
49 to Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
And Dalton to throw. Finding Green complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 37.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Bengals.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Dalton with a give here to Mixon. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw now complete to Ross. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Hey, tight. Gun. Alert. Check. Half 85. Half 10. Middle.
Going right back to Smallwood. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Half 85, half 85.
Check it out, Rick.
Twist on travel.
Switch it, come on, switch it. 36, 36. Slam, slam.
Regular. Here we go.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I got you.
Regular.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete, but you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
Throwing now is Allen, and that's complete to Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. On play action, Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And he's into the clear. The 40. The 20. 10. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just said.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 26. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
On first down, Bernard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. Nice move at the... And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. To throw again on second down. Allen escaping the pressure right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's McKenzie.
Down 80! 56, 56.
On play action, Allen. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Toward the pylon, caught. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
A gain of 8 brings up 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Allen taking it himself and holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. They will run with Singletary, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Hauschka adds the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Hands up!
The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't want to say that they're completely against the wall here, Charles, but all of a sudden, with the run that they've been on the other sideline, this is down to a 3-point game. They got to be careful.
Not much space from their back to the wall, though. So you're exactly right. They've got to be careful here. But this is where the value of note-taking and recall comes into play. What was working earlier? Why was it working? Can you get those types of matchups again? And can you run those plays that get you a little bit more breathing room and a little bit of space?
Back to Mixon on first down. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down, Foreman, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Whip, whip.
61, matchbox, white.
Kill.
On the toss, Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon with his third touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They do tack on the extra point as well. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run.
And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
368.
Not running. Dalton wants to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So after the sack, here's second and 14.
Two-jet bomber. Screen. Undercrush. 49's the mic. Watch 49.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. They'll set up the screen here to mix him. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
218, chop.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Move! Here you go, can! 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hey, check.
So now Dalton. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, this is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happening.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence to give